everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of C14 Dating. So, we are at the dance party part, and we are going to say Hendrik should rock the dance floor. It was a breeze to find him. Hendrik was casually talking to Rosemarie by the eating area when I approached him. Hello, it's good to see you finally joining one of our social gatherings.
I'm surprised myself, but the atmosphere's been fun, and I thought why not? A lot of the students are finished this week, and I haven't had a beer in a while.
Then, would it be too much to ask for a dance, too?
A dance?
Rosemarie gave him a sharp slap to the back.
Ow. Go on, you workaholic. I think you can afford to have a few minutes to accompany the young lady who thoughtfully asked you out. But I have 2 left feet. Lies. You rock climb mountains for breakfast. Melissa, take this lug with you.
She gave him a sportive shove, and I offered Hendrik a hand. Once he accepted it, I started leading him to the dance floor.
Be nice, though. He's more awkward with the ladies than he appears to be. Rose?
Chuckling, we reached the dance floor. He glanced down at me, then produced a wry smile.
Sorry about that.
I'm the one who asked you out. Thanks for accepting, even if Rosemarie spoke for you. I casually swayed side to side, and Hendrik made a few uneven shuffles before deciding it was less embarrassing to keep his feet planted.
You're really good at this.
Thanks. I've been dancing since I was like 12. I like to think that I got the basic moves down pat.
I figured from the hoodie you always wear in the cave. Lindy Hopper, right?
Yep. Although this music isn't exactly swing material, not jazzy enough.
I love jazz and R&B myself. There was a swing revival in Germany years back, and I got hooked on the genre.
Nice. If you ever stay the weekend again, I can teach you some authentic swing moves if you like, or just show you.
I'd like that. I was never one for club dancing. I actually can't remember the last time that I'd done something like this.
We continued our small chat until the song faded away. Thanks for joining me. You weren't so bad.
I can dance as long as I don't move my feet. I'll see you later, Melissa.
We departed from the dance floor. He rejoined Rosemarie, who, judging by her smirk, was already teasing him. The keys jingled in her hand, and I waved the two goodbye. Once the party reached its conclusion and the music stopped, people trickled back to the tent area, myself included. I had a good time. Hendrik wasn't an impressive dancer, but he was easygoing about the offer.
Alright, skipping ahead. Alright, so we're at the part where DeAndre learned that he failed his elective and he's not sure what to do about it and he's kind of upset. So before we went to talk to DeAndre, now we're going to go talk to Hendrik about it.
I should ask Hendrik directly and maybe convince him otherwise. My mind thought of reasons while I entered the museum. Don't fail a professional rugby player. He tried really, really hard, honest. Isn't there another way? And that's why you shouldn't fail him.
Blah.
Hendrik, who had his back to me, spun around in the office chair as he pounded his chest, coughing. Nestled in his lap was a bowl of sliced fried potatoes? I wasn't sure, but I wasn't focused on the meal, but the fact that I startled him. Oh, sorry about that.
I admit, that surprised me. Something up? What about failing?
I was thinking up reasons not to fail DeAndre, and I blurted out as soon as I spotted you.
I see. It's sweet of you to be concerned for him. Unfortunately, the decision has already been made. Augustin has failed him, and I can't turn the grade over.
Then...
However, if he wants to try again, there's always a second chance. It's up to him. We're understaffed this summer, and it hasn't been easy giving the students the help they need, especially if they haven't brought up they were struggling with the elective. I'd like all of the students who come here to have a good experience. I mean, how many people can say they've excavated an archaeological site? Not many, and to most, it'll be their one and only time, and I want it to be memorable. Is this why you came to see me?
Pretty much. Thanks for letting me know, Hendrik. It wasn't because of what happened yesterday, right?
Gosh, no. That's our fault. Every time I passed the heat lamp, I'd remind myself to reposition it later. Of course, it brought up something Kyler's been advocating for the past year or so, and I don't like how my uncle is considering it.
What's that?
The idea that only archaeology students, ones who are genuinely interested in the subject, should be able to take this elective. How excluding is that?
On one hand, making Callan Cave available only to archaeological students meant they'd always have a group passionate about the subject and its related fields. Maybe cut down on mistakes or mishaps too. However, it meant fewer people participating and to deny them the chance of a new experience.
Wouldn't it be better for Callan that way? I can sort of see where Kyler is coming from. Agree with Hendrik. We are actually going to say that we can see where Kyler's coming from.
I get Kyler's perspective. There are some pros to it, but it's also limiting. You're shutting out potential students who might gain valuable insight or appreciation for archaeology.
I admire Kyler for always thinking of what's best for the site. But if it includes restricting access, it'll do more harm than good. After all, what keeps this tiny museum running? Donations, gift shop, people visiting, and the people paying to stay here while they participate in the course. If it were only for archaeology students, we'd have to raise the prices to make up for the lower number. Plus, we'd be denying students the unique experience, I think. Trying to think of an example as well.
Does it involve food?
Not this time. Melissa, did you always want to be an archaeologist?
No, not really. I entered university with other goals in mind, and wandered into anthropology instead.
There we go. It also happens to some of the students who are only in their first year. They try out this elective and end up enjoying it so much they switch degrees. Kyler was one of them.
Kyler? Really? You'd think it was his childhood dream. What was he originally going into?
It was... what was it again? Oh, he was going for a teaching degree. I think it was pressure from his parents, though. But I don't know the full story. He rarely talks to me, so it's all secondhand information. Even if they don't get into archaeology in the end, some of the students still visit years from now. A few even bring their kids because they have fond memories of it. It's pretty rewarding.
Remembering that he still had dinner, he jabbed a chunk of potato and put it into his mouth. He frowned as he chewed it.
Ugh, it's cold. The last time we chatted like this, didn't I nearly burn the sauce? What is it with you and making me forget about my meals?
Because my conversations are super engaging?
Seems so.
What are you eating, by the way? Potatoes?
Just some fried apples and onions. It's not much, but fills you up.
I wrinkled my nose at the unlikely combination and he chuckled.
I'm not that much of a cook, which is why I keep the recipe simple.
Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. Later, Hendrik. Approaching the doorframe, I paused as I thought of something. Hendrik, did you always want to be a geologist?
Since I could remember, both of my parents are in the field, and it was only natural their passion would rub off on me.
I guess you could say your future career was set in stone.
Exactly right, Melissa. I'm a chip off the old block.
We exchanged goodbyes and I departed, reflecting over the conversation. I had nearly forgotten the original reason why I spoke to him and wondered what DeAndre would decide. Hopefully he would try again.
Well, we know the answer to that now, don't we? Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.